You're watching On the Record on WPBF 25.
Welcome back. We are continuing our conversation this morning. Joining now is Willy Guardiola with Palm Beach County Right to Life League. Willy, thank you for your time this morning. Really quick, let's first talk about your reaction to everything going on here in our state when it comes to abortion.
Well, I appreciate you having me on. This is phenomenal, and I've been saying this for so many years, that the abortion fight is really going to be starting now once we reverse Roe v. Wade back on June 24th of 2022. And now it's taken it to another level. And I truly believe that in the state of Florida, we're going to ban abortion someday, maybe in 2 years or what have you. But I believe the 6-week heartbeat ban is going to be, it goes in effect in exactly 15 days on May 1st. And I think it's going to be the law of the land of the state of Florida. So no matter what the left is doing, no matter what they're doing with their petition, their amendment, it's going to be on the ballot for the 2024 election. But I truly believe that we're never going to have that go into play here. And I believe the Florida Supreme Court justices, which is 6-1 conservative, are going to rule it out, even though they're going to get 60% of the vote. And I don't think they're getting 60%.
So I wanted to ask you next about that, because you were hopeful that this was never even going to make it onto the ballot. You thought that the Supreme Court, the Florida Supreme Court, would not go towards this, would side with the governor. It wouldn't even be on the ballot. But here we are, and it is going on the ballot.
I actually sent an open letter to Ashley Moody, the Attorney General. I said, Ashley, take a look at this amendment on the left here. Read this thing. There's like 4 red flags here, and something's got to be done, because it's going to really, just mislead the voters. So I pointed out all this stuff back on October 7th and got to her attention. She actually brought it up to the Florida Supreme Court justices, and that's where this whole thing is taken now. A few months ago, I was in Tallahassee for the Catholic Days of the Capitol, and I was there at the rally with Father Frank Pavone, Matt Staver, etc., and just to see what was going on, the temperature and everything. And we had a feeling that the Supreme Court was going to maybe just stand back and allow this ballot, the amendment to be on the ballot. And, again, I feel bad for the left in the sense that I think they're just throwing them a bone. And I believe they're trying to appease everybody. So they'll say, okay, we have our amendment on the ballot, but I still don't think it's ever going to come into play in the state of Florida. It's a dilemma. I mean, for me, it's tough, because I'm the president of the Palm Beach County Right to Life League. I run ProLifer for Trump. And now with his statement that he put out 72 hours ago, and it's kind of difficult, because I'm all about banning abortion. I mean, these are human beings in the womb. These aren't, gopher tortoises or sea turtles or manatees. These are human beings. So it's difficult for me, because I have been such a staunch, just a pro-lifer my entire life. And now it's like, okay, do we go this way? Do we go that way? We have to win this election, and that's the bottom line. Because if we don't win on November 5th, all this stuff, we could just throw it out the window. So now I'm not going to compromise my integrity and my principles, because I'm still going to try to protect every single baby. But it's like, okay, well, President Trump said it's up to the states, and it's the will of the people, like he said 3 times. So how are we going to win this election? We need to win this election in order for us to be effective once he's in the White House again, and then put in all the abortion bans in the state of Florida, etc.
Willy, you brought up the former president. He did bring up Arizona's near total ban of abortion, and he says that he thinks that law is going too far and that lawmakers are going to have to change it. What do you say to that?
I mean, look what he did, what he said 6 months ago, when the 6-week heartbeat, came into play here in the state of Florida with Governor DeSantis, and he thought it was too harsh. He used the word harsh. So it's like, okay, well, he's the most pro-life president we've ever had. That's why I voted for him. That's why I started ProLifer for Trump. But it's difficult now where he's kind of taken a step back, and the evangelicals, the pro-lifers, people like myself are saying, okay, well, hold on a second. Is President Trump really that pro-life? So he's trying to, appease everybody, trying to get all the votes, win this election. And I'm praying to God that when he does take office in January 2025, he's going to put all these abortion bans into play, a national ban across the country, and allow our people, the pro-life state of Florida, to do our jobs and make sure that all these abortion clinics are closed.
Willy, before we wrap up this morning, this is a debate that has been going on for years. Do you think that the fight will ever end for either side?
It's going to go on forever. I mean, I'm 66 years old, and this is going to go on for so many years. I mean, look when Roe v. Wade, came into play, January 22nd, 1973. It's been 51 and a half years, and now it's just really getting started. So, looking at the future here, I'm worried and just focused on the state of Florida. That's what I'm doing. Palm Beach County.
Again, an ongoing debate here. Willie, thank you for your time this morning. Coming up next, my co-anchor Todd McDermott goes on the record with Planned Parenthood.